Hello, my name is Greg Afman and I'm here at Anderson Gardens. I have the pleasure to come here this year to work on pruning some of the pines and some other deciduous trees. I've lived in Japan for about 12 years where I studied bonsai to begin with, and now I am currently working at Kurisu LLC. The designer of Anderson Gardens is actually Hoichi Kurisu, and so I have the pleasure of coming back here and working on some of the trees that he has planted many years ago. One of the aesthetic principles that we use for pruning has to do with the idea of ma, or space. For example, if you're walking down this path towards the guest house and next you're faced with this large kind of heavy branch, and it's quite dense. So what I would like to do is open up this branch a little to allow more light to come in, and that in turn allows your eye to travel within the branches. So here already you can see, as you walk in, you have a little softer feel. And again, I didn't remove a lot, but it was just enough to allow the eye to travel within and to highlight some of these curves that have developed over time. And that's another key kind of component, is bringing out the age of a tree. Direction plays a pretty large role of what you prune or what branches you decide to keep. Whatever kind of direction the main branch is coming off of the trunk, you kind of want the flow of the branch to go that way. So any branch that cuts back or doubles back on itself, you would remove. I always like to get the perspective of a guest as they come through. What are they seeing? When you think about proportion, you're always thinking of human scale, right? We're the ones kind of enjoying the garden the most. So things need to be in proportion to our size, our scale. If things are too large, it feels outside of yourself and it feels separated. It can be hard for people to see, especially a guest that has never been in a Japanese garden, kind of the work that is needed to maintain a garden of this quality. There are a lot of trees here, and each tree individually needs to be gone through branch by branch, bud by bud, and a decision needs to be made which to keep, which to let grow, which to push back, or which to remove completely to create the space. But then you can project that out into the larger landscape, into the garden itself. How do things start to relate to each other? And then even on a bigger scale, how do the buildings relate to the trees? Is there enough space? Should it be reduced? So all these things you have to keep in mind when you're pruning a Japanese garden.